Hey, good morning, friends. Mike Johnson here with another short message of inspiration and motivation. I'm sure glad you're here with me this morning. It's Thursday, October the 8th. It's a beautiful day inside and out. This week we're talking about 5 lessons from the movie The Wizard of Oz. Yesterday we talked about the obstacles that we encounter on our own yellow brick road, and that they are not part of the road or the path, but almost always thrust upon us from outside sources like the Wicked Witch of the West and those pesky flying monkeys. Today, we're going to talk about something else that Glenda the Good Witch says to Dorothy as she is about to hit the road to the Emerald City to see the Wizard of Oz. Glenda says this wonderful phrase at just the right time, and then she makes her exit in a glowing ball of light to the farewell and the laughter of the Munchkins. Glenda simply says it's always best to start at the beginning. It's always best to start at the beginning. Why is that so epic? Why is that such a wonderful lesson for us? And it is. That one little line is epic because she is absolutely, positively right. One of the biggest mistakes that so many people make as they endeavor to do things in their life that they've never tried before is to start somewhere other than the beginning. People are always looking for the shortcut in order to skip over some of the work. But what they've done is they've skipped over some of the most important territory for learning in the whole process. There are steps that you take and things that you do in the beginning that prepare you for what comes next. Have you ever asked a professional, somebody who is successful at something, about the shortcut to what they are doing? Now, I remember coming up and learning about machining steel and building components and details for machines and stamping dies and all of that tool and die stuff in the early days. And asking my toolmaker and mentor if there was a faster way. Is there a shortcut to get from point A to point B? And this man had been doing this work for 30 years, and he looked at me and said, "This is the shortcut." Now, I learned that lesson the hard way, as many people do. There are 2 processes for everything that's ever been done. One that works and one that doesn't. Every person that's ever been successful in anything has probably tried both, but spent more time working on the process that works than the other, which is why they're successful. And what we need to figure out is, which one are we going to do? What will you do? There's something that you'd like to do, something that you would like to accomplish. And if you look out in the world, there is someone who is doing what you want to do successfully already. If you'll find that person, model what they did to get what you want. In many cases, a successful person will actually even help you to achieve your goal, because they know that the ultimate fulfillment comes from giving back, not from getting. It took me a long time to develop, but I would have to say that finding helpful, successful people is kind of a superpower of mine. I'm not saying that I didn't make a lot of mistakes, because I did up to this point. but I'm good at finding people who can help and help you. I want you to just remember, before you start looking for that shortcut again, before you try skipping some of the work that's involved getting to where you want to be, it's always best to start at the beginning. If you'll just do that, you'll be light years ahead of everyone looking for the shortcut. Because most people who are looking for a shortcut end up having to start over anyway. Now, I hope this has been helpful for you. And if it has, all I would ask is that you share it with your friends or tag the people that you think need to hear this message in the comments below. Friends, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll see you tomorrow with the last of 5 lessons from the Wizard of Oz. The last. And just because it's the last doesn't mean it's important. Actually, number 5 is probably the most important lesson of the week. I love you all. Hope you have a great day. Take care. See you tomorrow.